IFundWomen land. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Olivia.
Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I am great. I'm so excited. This is my favorite day of the month, and I'm so excited to have you here with us this time around. We have some people chiming in on the chat where they're tuning in from. We have San Francisco, Virginia, Illinois. We are across the map. I love to see it. We can go ahead and jump in. Karen, I was just giving everybody a little bit of background on you and your reason for being here with us today. So Karen is our magical money elf who is here today to fund Hispanic and Latinx founders in celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month. And we're celebrating founders who are crushing their crowdfunding campaigns on IFundWomen right now. So Karen, can you tell us a little bit about you and why you're joining our Pay It Forward watch party today?
Yeah, of course. And hello to everyone joining us. I'm currently the marketing director for Cress. Previously, I was an entrepreneur, and I know the challenge of starting a business, getting the funding and support. So I'm so excited to be here with iFundWomen. On Caress, we've been working with iFundWomen for almost 2 years to support women of color, small business owners, and entrepreneurs making their dreams a reality. As part of that mission, we've made a contribution of $13,000 to this month's Pay It Forward funding pool. We're so thrilled to be here today to announce the recipients.
Amazing. And I also want to plug that not only are these founders getting grant funding, but they're also getting coaching scholarships with IFundWomen. So they're going to be able to work with our expert coaches over the next year to help push their businesses forward. So Karen, I'm going to give you the honors of announcing our first recipient. So let's kick it off.
Okay, awesome. Our first Pay It Forward grant goes to Eris, Christine Cortez, and Michelle Polanco from New York City. Eris is a digital network that celebrates BIPOC existence through disruptive content and dope merch. Using a femme lens, it aims to inspire and uplift the BIPOC community. Congrats, Christine and Michelle.
Amazing. Congrats. Check out their crowdfunding campaign if you want to learn more about what they're working on and also fund their campaign. Get in on the funding with us. Next up, I have the honor of announcing Good Around the Globe. Nilvia Brinkley, based in Minneapolis. Good Around the Globe works is an online video marketplace where socially impactful entrepreneurs and their businesses can list their products and services in an optimized way, connecting them with their qualified target audience of ethically driven consumers in an organic network that brings both together. She is becoming a marketing tool for businesses to connect with socially conscious consumers. Doing such great work. Congrats to you, Nilvia. We're so excited to fund and work with you moving forward.
Awesome. Okay, next up is Her Stories, the documentary. Founder Naisha Williams from Georgia. As a humanitarian, author, medical professional, and philanthropist, Naisha is prepared to share her story of trauma, healing, and forgiveness. This project will draw from her personal experience of how she's not only been able to shape and bring peace to her life, but to the lives of thousands of others around the world. Congrats, Naisha. It's amazing.
Amazing. I love it. I also just love that we get to see through this experience alone all of the different types of businesses. We've had a documentary, we've had a marketplace, we've had a community platform. It's so exciting to see all the different types of women-owned businesses that are currently crowdfunding on iFundWomen. Next up, we have Lavelle, Linda Alvarez, and Stephanie Shawroff, based in New York. Because women have different nutritional needs from men, Lavelle brings you nutrition products designed to help female endurance athletes perform their best. Lavelle's first ever product will be a berry flavored energy gel to power you through a long run. All products are also made from whole food ingredients. Amazing. Congrats, Linda. Know you've been working hard on this campaign. So excited to add some funding to your goal.
Okay, and the next is The Future is Female Alchemy. Tatiana Cardona from Florida. So Female Alchemy is a small-scale studio where Tatiana creates empowering and functional ceramic pieces that brighten up any space. In her art, you'll notice a repetition of the use of lips, which was inspired by the 1960s, 1970s feminist movement, where red lips stood as a symbol of protest. Tatiana handmakes every creation released by Female Alchemy. Congrats, Tatiana.
I love it. I think I need to do some decorating of my apartment with her ceramics. So definitely will be checking her out. Congrats again, Tatiana. Next up, we have Luna and Cielo, founder Vanessa Avalos, based in Illinois. Luna and Cielo Playroom and Spanish Learning Center in Chicago is a place where all children can learn about and celebrate different Latinx cultures, practice their Spanish, and simply just play. I know how critical it is to have spaces that amplify our culture. So excited about what Vanessa is doing to create spaces where kids can practice their different languages while getting the support, and moms get the support they need for their kids during the day. Love what you're doing, Vanessa. Congrats.
That's great. On the theme of children, so next is Bendy's Balance. May Segovia from Oklahoma. Bendy's Balance is creating ethical solutions to everyday parent problems. May and her co-founder Jess are helping parents by providing multifunctional and sustainable products that grow with the baby, finding humor instead of shame, and reminding society that we're not all one way. Which sounds so great.
I love it.
Congrats, May.
Congrats. Love, love, love it. And rounding us out, our last grant recipient is Tracy Green and Nancy Harris of Icon Kids Collection. Vontel Eyewear is a luxury eyewear company providing bespoke textiles and prints from the African diaspora on optical frames and sunglasses. It offers sizes that complement diverse faces, fulfill prescriptions, and custom lens color tints, including blue light blocker lenses. This funding will assist Vontel to create a children's collection and continue to give the gift of vision to all. I'm also in the market for new glasses, so basically my shopping list is our funding list, so I love it. Karen, is there anything better than funding extraordinary women entrepreneurs?
Nothing better.
I don't think so. Congrats again to all of the Pay It Forward recipients. We look forward to seeing you crush the remainder of your campaigns. I'm super excited to jump into a conversation with Karen, just digging a little deeper into our partnership with Caress. As you mentioned, we've been at this for almost 2 years now, which feels like happened in a blink of an eye. But we also know that a part of our story has been navigating through the pandemic. And we were able to provide 200 COVID-19 relief grants. And then also we were able to launch the Dreams to Reality Fund, where 150 women of color are raising capital for their businesses. Karen, why is this work so important for Caress?
Yeah, we're so humbled by the impact we've been able to make together in these last 2 years. When we began to understand the issue, we were blown away by the funding gap that women of color experience when pursuing their dreams, despite being the most likely group to start their own business. And we know that this issue is driven by ongoing systemic inequalities faced by people of color in this country that was only made worse with the COVID-19 pandemic. So at Caress, we're a brand that believes every idea deserves a fighting chance. So that's why we're working to close this gap, not only by raising awareness of the issue, but also by helping our partners at IFundWomen of Color to provide the funding, coaching, and connections that women of color need to make their dreams a reality.
I love it. Amazing, amazing. It is such important work in it. When I launched IFundWomen of Color, I remember just thinking, this is such a massive systemic issue. Where do we even start? And it's so humbling, as you said, to take a look back at the impact that we have been able to make to date. I know many people in the chat have been asking for the names of the different businesses that we're funding. That Shaquila just dropped that in the chat, so be sure to check them out, and then we'll also be sharing them so you can take a look as well. Earlier this year, we teamed up to do a research report on the state of women of color-owned businesses, and the findings showed that nearly 1 in 4 women of color entrepreneurs say that staying inspired and creative was their greatest challenge during the COVID-19 pandemic, and 95% strongly agree they feel most creative when they can feel centered and connected to themselves. How important is self-care when it comes to sparking creativity?
Yeah, I mean, we've all heard or maybe experienced getting your best idea in the shower. And I think part of that is we're taking a moment to ourselves to reconnect, to clear our minds, and it opens us up to new possibilities. We also know that engaging all the senses heightens creativity. So, in those moments of self care, if you're taking a fragrant bubble bath or lighting a candle or deep conditioning while you're singing your favorite song, those sensorial experiences that we can create in the shower has led to our belief that no good idea should go down the drain.
I think that's spot on. And I think in those moments, it's when I'm least distracted. I don't have the 5 million notifications coming at me. It really is a moment where my mind is focused on one thing, and so creativity is able to spark from that. So I totally agree. Those moments of self-care should be abundant, and I love Caress's focus on creating more and more of those opportunities. So we know that Hispanic Heritage Month is a great time to fund Latinx and Hispanic founders, but we also know that ongoing support is critical to showing a true commitment. And Caress has shown this true commitment in partnership with IFundWomen of Color over the past 2 years, just about. How do you think brands can continue to step up and make an impact?
Yeah, I think it starts with understanding the facts and getting to know the community. So we have to recognize systemic inequalities exist for people of color. As we said, when we found out 89% of businesses are started by women of color and they're getting 1% of the funding, that's so shocking. We knew this was an issue that had to be addressed. And so we worked closely with iFund Women to understand what women of color entrepreneurs really need to make their dreams a reality. And that's shaped all of our programming. And like you said, we know it can't just happen once a year. So it has to be ongoing in order to truly make an impact. And we're proud to be continually committed to this mission.
I love it. And I also think for the sustainability of these businesses to not just survive the pandemic, but to continue to thrive. It's so critical. And that's why we value this partnership with Caress so much. I want to say thank you so much, Karen, for your time, your words of wisdom, and your commitment to funding women of color, small business owners, and just appreciate you joining us for this month's Pay It Forward.
Oh, thanks for having Caress. It was so fun to be here and good luck to everyone. We can't wait to hear about all the successes.
Amazing. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We always have fun stuff going on at iFund Women. Check out our workshops, get in our Slack network. We do pay it forward on a monthly basis to get in the running. Make sure you get a campaign up on iFund Women and start raising capital. And hope to see you next time. Hope everyone has a nice rest of their day. Bye, everyone.